Hello, my name is Nick Papathanasiou, and today we're going to learn about tools and technology to help create, track, and achieve your goals. Today in the modern world, every day we're advancing. Technology is advancing, and people are using it more and more for everything, for school, for work, for family. Technology is taking over the world. I hate to say it, but it's true. Now, there are different ways we can use technology to, help our own goals, help reach where we want to be in our professional field, to even just in everyday life. Now, there was a website called business.com, and they came with 11 different settings and different tools and different settings that you can use to help track your goals and make them and reach your goals to get to where you want to be. Now, the first we're going to get into is a normal whiteboard, one of those small little square boards of whiteness you can use to erase and write on. The next thing we're going to use is an application called AnyDo. The third application a lot of people are familiar with, but do not know to what extent, is Google Drive. Now, these three different forms and different platforms can help you reach those goals and reach those to where you want to be with your life. Now, first we're going to start off with a whiteboard. Good old reliable. It's just a small, like I said earlier, just a square, rectangular, white surface where you can use different expo markers, different colors, variation of blue, green, any color really you like. Now what you can do here is you can write and erase. So it's not writing and it's permanent, it's not writing and you have to resave it, it's writing and it stays there. Which is pretty cool because you're able to actually map things out daily, monthly, weekly, hourly, even yearly, and it's just there. Now, if your goal changes, if you add to it, if you change it, if you take something away, you could just erase and rewrite it. Nothing's permanent, so you can rechange it. Now, having this out in front of you in your room or in your office is something great that you can use and just to keep showing yourself those goals. You wake up in the morning, the first thing you do, check your calendar, check your whiteboard. What do you have due today? You can make sure you keep on track with all your tasks, all your activities, and all your projects, which are extremely important as we get older and as we get into more of the professional field. Due dates are going to be very, very important. Having a whiteboard, just one little thing can help remind your brain mentally to get you there. Now, the next thing we're going to do that's new to myself as well is AnyDo. Now, this is an application that you can get offline at anywhere on the Android app and the iOS app. Now, what you can do here is you can make a schedule, you can change it, you can adapt it. Now, it's like technology. Think about that. We're using it every single day on our phones, on just our cell phones. We have it in our pockets every day. We can pull it out and check and see what our schedule is. AnyDo is an application that makes it easy to let you use calendar view, task view, and sets and gives you reminders about different goals and tasks or assignments that are due. Now, this is a great application because there are only a few things you can do on it. Like I mentioned, calendar, tasks, and reminders are the top three things that you can really do on this. What else do you need though? This is something that you could put in the calendar, and the calendar is an easy look. What you could do is you just pull it right up on your phone, and it has the date and everything that you have due. Easy enough. Now, you can add to those, you can check them off, you can subtract to them. It's something that you can do. It's kind of like a whiteboard for technology. A whiteboard is great that you can see physically. Now, AnyDo is great that you can have on your phone. Like mentioned before, we're on our phones constantly. Now, getting reminders for due date 3 days in advance, 2 days in advance, and the day before, excellent. You'll get the job done. I know for a fact that anything that you can accomplish, if you're reminded like that, you're going to get it done. It's going to get annoying. If you don't check it off, it's going to keep reminding you. And like I said, this is something you can use anytime and anywhere, which is nothing but beneficial. The last thing I want to get to is Google Drive. Now, Google Drive is something that a lot of people are familiar with. It's Google. Everyone uses Google. Now, what is Google Drive? You can make spreadsheets. You can have different documents, different drawings, different presentations, different forms, and even a calendar. Now, these are always there for you. You can use them by yourself. You can collaborate with people. That's something that's great with Google Drive is that you can have multiple people on the same platform. So let's say you have a calendar on Google Drive. Let's say you have your calendar all set up nicely for the week and you have a group team project due the weekend of next weekend and you have no idea it's due. Having a calendar will remind you, but not only that, sharing a PowerPoint with your group members will allow it to be right there. Google Drive does a great job with keeping all the documentation together, so that way it's not spread out. Now, if you have technology and applications and data everywhere, it's going to be very, very difficult to find and very difficult to get tasks done on time. Google made it nice and easy for you. You can have documentation, you can have different findings, PowerPoints, for anything. You can throw in that Google file, it'll be saved and uploaded to your Google account. Now, like I mentioned, you can use that and share it with other Google accounts, which is something that people like AnyDo doesn't do, or you can't do on a whiteboard. So Google Drive is very highly suggested in the professional field to help you reach those goals and to help you get to where you want to be. Now, in closing, we had these three factors: a whiteboard, AnyDo, and Google Drive. Now, today we are in technology. That is our world. So AnyDo and Google Drive is perfect for the on-the-go, constant reminders, and it's there for you in your pocket. The whiteboard is an excellent thing to have at your office, or even when you just wake up. Having something physically there to remind you that you can erase physically, or you can check off physically, also does a little toll into your muscle memory, and it makes you remember it more. This is something I learned actually in my recent years at Nichols. So, it's definitely something that could be very, very beneficial along with AnyDo. It's a very, very easy application to use. You can have your reminders, you have your goals, you have everything, your tasks all lined up right there for you. It's easy. Google Drive, in my opinion, is probably the most complex out of all the three, but it does have everything you need. So all of these three can help you really get into that world and really, really, really meet your goals and not miss a due date. Have a good